The next group of award winners will be receiving the Headmaster's Award for academic effort and consistency. This award recognises students in Year 11 who have impressed staff with their academic efforts and consistent application. The first of those awards goes to Jan Michael Burrito. Gabriel Bondel Dagami. Daniel Brennan. Benjamin DeZevlin. Jared McKell Dorset. Matthew Shanley. Jack Williams. Ryan Woods. Dominic Zapier. And Jared Zapier. Please congratulate these young men. We now move on to our Year 11 Major or Special Awards. And the first of those is the Year 11 Service Award. This award gives recognition to a student who has shown the capacity throughout Year 11 to initiate and support the many activities which take place within the college. Through his generosity, he has contributed to the development and well-being of the entire school community. The winner of the Year 11 Service Award for 2018 is Nathaniel Robinson. The Brother Paul Hoff Award is for social justice and action. Brother Paul was the college's longest-serving principal. This award gives recognition to the student who has shown the capacity throughout Year 11 to initiate and support the many social justice activities and initiatives that take place within the college. The recipient of the Brother Paul Hoff Award is Angus Rochester. The Year 11 GIO Perpetual Award for Consistency and Effort in Academic Studies. This award recognises the student who has impressed the staff with his academic effort throughout his senior or his preliminary year. In deciding this award, consideration is given to the manner in which the student has responded to the task of fulfilling his potential in his preliminary HSC subjects. The winner of the Year 11 GIO Perpetual Award is Liam Delves. The Ruben F. Scarf Award is for commitment to studies. The New South Wales Department of Education Ruben F. Scarf Award goes to a student who is not necessarily top of his subjects, but who has exhibited exemplary commitment to his studies. This certificate becomes a valuable reference when seeking employment. It is a recognition by the college of a student's ability to apply himself and to work steadfastly towards his goals. The recipient of the Ruben F. Scarf Award is Jai Bell. And And if I could now ask Mr Esler to join Mr Miller for the presentation of the Anthony Esler Award for the Outstanding Mathematics Student. Anthony Esler was a talented Year 11 student and an outstanding young man who was always bright and happy. Anthony tragically drowned in March of 2002 while he was in Year 11. This award is given each year in remembrance of Anthony. The award recognises the student who gained first place in Extension 1 Mathematics for the preliminary HSC year. The winner of the Anthony Esler Award is Alex Frey. Thank you, Mr Esler, and please once again congratulate our special award winners. Could I now invite the young men in the third group, if they could head over to this side of the hall and meet Mr Graham, please. The Top 10 Academic Award is based on academic performance throughout Year 11. So in 10th place for Year 11 of this year is Angus Rochester. In equal 8th position, we have Alex Frey and Lachlan Kennedy. In 7th position, Hayden Wolfe. Sixth in the year goes to Jai Bell. Fifth position is Harry Lane. Fourth in the grade goes to William Limbry. Third in year, Nicholas Alcorn. Second place in the year, Marcus Bombardieri. And our Ducks for Year 11 of 2018, I'm sure it won't come as any surprise, is Alessandro Herman. In receiving the Ducks Awards, Alessandro is the recipient also of the Western Sydney University Academy Access Award for the most outstanding Year 11 student, which comes with a scholarship to that university to the value of $20,000. So, yeah, please. Please once again congratulate all of our award winners.
Thank you, Mr. Newell, Mr. Miller, and Mr. Essler, and congratulations to all students recognised this morning. With Year 7 to 10 exams beginning in the coming weeks, all students should be striving to be up here for those awards at the end of the year. The Year 11 music class is pleased to be able to perform their own arrangement of an African song for you today. The song is called E Paradisi, and it is an example of a spiritual, which when translated means in paradise. This arrangement could be particularly helpful to Year 7 and Year 8 students as they prepare for their upcoming music exams. Mr. Malone has said Year 7 should take notice of the wind instruments which are featured, notably the tenor saxophone, the trombone, and the trumpet. Year 8 should try and observe some features of African music on display, notably the language used, the use of a cappella, examples of call and response, and the improvisation between the solo instruments at the start. We hope you enjoy the performance. Please welcome members of the Year 11 music class as they perform E Paradisi.
Thank you, boys. That was amazing. I would encourage any student with musical talent to get involved here at Greg's. Community service is another major focus at St Gregory's. To give an overview of this initiative and recognise student contribution, please welcome Nathaniel Robinson.
Each year, students in years 10 and 11 have the opportunity to participate in community service. The program aims for students to develop a culture and ethos of service in solidarity with our local and extended community, to exercise personal responsibility and to develop leadership skills. The following students have volunteered their time throughout the year in a range of activities, such as helping out at home, assisting primary school students with homework at Claymore Homework Club, kicking a footy in a competitive game of touch at Reeby Juvenile Justice Centre, supporting staff on open day, ensuring that many visitors are able to find parking for our college events, and we're also able to support initiatives within their local communities, such as coaching junior sporting teams, fundraising barbecues, and volunteering in community centres. The following students have successfully completed the requirements of the service project. Joel Aslan. Harrison Barnett. Elijah Barry. Jamie Bartolo. Harrison Bolton. Robbie Carbuncle. Joshua Campbell. Thomas Campbell. Max Clissold. Jack Collins. Ned Cooper. Hayden Cordis. Oliver Darmody. Luke Davis. David DeVeckus. Alexander Easter. Jeremiah Fisher. Liam Fitzsimmons. Frederick Fletcher. Zachary Good. Hayden Goodwin. Ernesto Gunton. Brian Hawindanetti. Angus Herbert. James Hilton. Jack Hind. Owen Hing. Leon Houghton. Maximilian Iliano. Max Lawson. Charlie Lennon. Joshua Lacascio. Darcy Marr. Jake Nash Maloney. Samuel Maxwell. Benjamin McDermott. Cameron McDonald. James McGuffey. Blake McKenna. Harrison Mitchell. Noah Morris. Lindsay Munro, Jake Nash, Chad Ryan Navales, Jack Nicholson, Jake Obad, Jack Pascoe, Martin Fan, Lachlan Pryor, Jake Quadling, Gian Rapatoni, Anthony Robinson, Zachary Rochcourt, Dylan Rudders, Carl Rushworth, Aidan Sadler, Cody Salter, Benjamin Sidari, Daniel Siciliano, Ethan Schroeder, Jackson Skinner, Jack Stoll, Harry Stewart, Ethan Sullivan, Anthony Tomasella, Lachlan Tucker, Jordan Ward, Cruz Tweedy, Alexio Valhea, Lachlan Vella, Chandler Villanueva, Angus Wallace, Jacob Ward, Daniel Watkin, Jody Weiss, Ryan Woods, John T. Young, Sanjeev Weerasingham, and Michael Zapier. I now invite Mrs. Clark to present the service medallions.
You may take a seat. Thank you, gentlemen. Good morning, parents, staff and students. As they return to their seats, I remember this time last year that we filled the front of the stage, and this year we had them overflow onto the stage. And that is a great indicator that the community service and the culture of service continues to grow here at St Greg's. So congratulations to all those gentlemen. It's my pleasure to present the following students who have met the requirements for a service medallion for their efforts as part of this same program. These young men have given many hours, not only to their families and college, but also in the wider community. And they've also completed a journal of their experiences, writing about what they've learned and what they've achieved and what they've gained. So congratulations to Harrison Barnett, Jamie Bertolo, Thomas Campbell, Luke Davis, David DeVekis, Maximilian Giuliano, Benjamin McDermott, Cameron McDonald, Blake McKenna, Jake Nash, Martin Fan, Gian Rapatoni, Zachary Rochkut, Carl Rushworth, Aidan Sadler, Jack Stoll, Lachlan Tucker, Alexia over here, Sanjeev Weerasingham, and Michael Zapier. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark, Miss Kent, and all students involved. I would certainly encourage those in the younger years to look at this in their later years at the college. On Wednesday morning, we were lucky enough to be part of some of the official opening of the junior school. A short video has been produced to capture the highlights of this event. I hope you enjoy it.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. It was great in particular to see the highlights at the ceremony at our junior school. For some of you, it may be the first time you've seen the campus. There are some great things happening there, so keep an eye out for opportunities to be involved with our junior students. Now, we would like to welcome Mr. Miller to give his Headmaster's address.
Mr. Eisler, parents and friends, staff, gentlemen of the college, good morning and welcome to our assembly this morning. Firstly, I'd just like to congratulate the gentlemen of Year 11 who have been up here on stage this morning. Well done on those places. It's interesting to see the top 10 and the effort and consistency, how they get juggled around and see different faces come up here, so there's a good sign going ahead. Also, those boys who have been in place first, second or third in class or course, it's good to see some different faces coming up here also, so well done to all of those boys. To our community service people, well done. You've obviously done a lot of homework there. And to the boys who got the medallions, have gone that extra step, so well done and congratulations on that. Our musicians, once again, you always come up with something different. Mr. Malone, the African side of it, Sam Morris coming out the front, that's a new voice I haven't heard as much of, so it's very pleasing to see the development that's taking place there as well. I think as Marcus said, there are so many opportunities here for you. You've all got talents. It's about getting out there and showing them and displaying them. But congratulations to the musicians who are up here. Also, thanks to Mr. Clark for putting all this morning together and Mrs. Clark for doing the community service side of it as well. Gentlemen, midnight, December 31, 1996. In New Zealand, they had an aluminium smelter. It was a massive smelter worth millions of dollars, and it shut down. The smelter was made up, as you could imagine, a lot of machines, and those machines were programmed by computers. It used to take the raw materials through, and they would melt them into aluminium. And that aluminium would be traded off around the world and sold off and help the New Zealand economy. When that smelter shut down, it cost them millions of dollars. That was midnight in New Zealand on the 31st of 1996. 2 hours later, an aluminium smelter in Australia, in Tasmania, shut down. Once again, multi-million-dollar investment, major machinery, all run by computers. As you can imagine, computers have to be programmed. But the beauty of computers, supposedly, is they don't get tired, they don't get cranky, they always do the things they're programmed to do. And they're meant to be faultless. But we have people who are programmed computer people. They're usually highly knowledgeable, highly skilled, very talented in their field of expertise. And those people worked in New Zealand. They also worked in Tasmania to put those smelters together. And as I said, they program the smelter to do something, and it does it. What they didn't remember was that we know the machines operate 24/7 and 365 days a year. But 1996 was a leap year, 366 days in the year. Hence why it shut down, because it was only programmed for 365. Knowledge leads to success. The machines didn't have the knowledge, therefore it shut down. Did they fix it very quickly? You bet. It was all about the economy turning over. And it's the same for you. These gentlemen who have been up here on stage this morning, they've obviously done the hard yards, they've done their study, they've had the right attitude, they've had the right commitment, they've put the effort in. And having that knowledge leads to success. You've heard me talk about this before. We have Year 7 to 10 exams coming up shortly. What are you doing about it? Are you making the commitment to study? Have you got the right attitude? Are you putting in the effort? We'll know that in a few weeks' time. The current Year 11s, You were rewarded up here this morning, acknowledged. And I'm sure there are other boys who could have been acknowledged because they did put in the effort, they've got the right attitude and the right commitment. But we're not always going to come first in a class, but it's about doing your best. And Year 11 finish their academic year at the moment, and they move into Year 12 when they come back from the retreat. As I said to them recently, they have 12 months left, and that HSC is fairly important. And as we can see up here this morning, there's a lot of competition for that top place. The top 10, the effort and consistency, the various subject awards. But as I said to them at the information night recently, it's about attention to detail, putting in quality work, and you'll get excellence. Same as if you have the knowledge, you have the success. Challenge for you, gentlemen, is to put in the attitude, put the effort in, and have the commitment to it. Your choice.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. To conclude our college assembly, as is tradition, I ask that you be upstanding as we sing the Sub Tuum as a college, as our official party depart.
Thank you, gentlemen. Please be seated. Can also reiterate and thank the families and parents and friends who've been able to join us for this Year 11 Academic Awards and the Year 10 Service Awards Assembly. If I could invite our parents who are available now, we actually have a morning tea for you and our Year 11 award recipients. So if parents, if you'd like to head into the Hermitage room next door, there's a morning tea on for you, and when the Year 11 award winners are dismissed, you're also welcome to join that with your parents if they are here. So again, can I thank you for your cooperation? The bells have been turned off. We will move straight to the period. There won't be an adjustment of bells. We're just going to be a couple of minutes late to this period. So Year 10, under the instruction of Mr. Serrane, if they could head out the side doors, please. Miss Keir, Year 8, or Mr. Anderson out the side doors there as well, please. Year 7, you need to stay behind for a meeting with Mr. Wilson.